Quincy Afoe and Antonine Kempgain to do the jump ball. And it is won by DME Blue, and they'll set up. Jacob Tracy with the ball. Bobby Miller plays with Kenny Isnor and a great spin move, but the shot is no good, and Nicholas Bird with the rebound. Antonine Kempgain to play one-on-one. Throws it out to Jacob Tracy. Good pass to Kenny Isnor, and he is fouled. Looks like he's limping there. Not sure what the injury is. Might have been just a little Charlie horse. And Alex Pickett's going to sub Jeremy Golson in for him in the first minute. Jacob Tracy, shot fake, drives, swinging around the horn here. And Bobby Miller turns it over. Good defense so far by this DME White team. Cedric throws it ahead. And Nicholas Bird inside to Quincy Afoe. And this DME White bench is excited, as they should be. Bobby Miller, one dribble pull-up is no good, and Mo Credley to pull down the rebound. Nicholas Bird attacks the basket strong, and he's fouled. And it looks like the foul is on Antonine. I think it'll be on Antonine, or that'll be his first. And team first. And he'll make the first. And he'll make the second. DME White off to a 4-0 lead. Jacob Tracy goes to the basket strong and finishes high off the glass with his left hand to cut this lead to 2. Cedric, no good from distance. And Jermaine Marshall is fouled by Mo Credley, and DME Blue will set up the offense. Good play by Jeremy, and he'll finish in transition. A little miscommunication there by DME White, and we're all tied up. Quincy Afoe loses the ball, but it'll be DME White possession. Quincy Afoe, great pass by Cedric Dedeker. This DME White team is deadly on the pick and roll, especially when Cedric Dedeker is handling the ball. Jermaine to Antonine, and his finish is good. And we're tied 6-6 with just over 3 minutes into this first half. And I'm joined here by my cousin, Mike Panaggio.
How you doing, Matt?
Good.
Six here. DME White trying to pull off a upset against DME Blue in the SIAA matchup. It's pretty exciting that all teams get to compete against each other in the conference, and we'll have bragging rights inside the building as well.
Yeah, and it's been a good contest thus far. I think DME White is missing Kari Smith. Nice finish there by Cedric.
Yeah, no Kari Smith and no Jocko Fitz for the DME Blue. You look at a good find there by Tracy to Miller, and the one-hand slam by Bobby Miller. And Coach K.O. Santos will call a timeout here with 16:07 left in a tie game, 8-8. And Alex Piggott making his debut as a DME head coach today. Alex is a graduate of Kansas State University, where he was groomed under Bruce Weber. He's a big Bruce Weber guy, and also a big fan of former coach, DME coach Jim Tribbett, who's very close to Bruce Weber. And Alex has been here going on his second year in the building, and he's done a heck of a job, first as an intern and now as the logistics and operational handler of DME post-grad, and now as an assistant coach for Coach Wes Malsus, and now getting his head coaching debut today. Out the timeout, Cedric Dedeker finds Nick Bird, who finishes with the left hand off the glass. That's a nice take by the Australian Nick Bird.
Yeah, he's had a great beginning of this year, including a triple-double. For a guy who's a little bit of an undersized two-guard, to get 10, 10, and 11, it's pretty impressive.
You talk about a guy who's been off to a great start to this season is Jermaine Marshall. Responds with a take to the basket there, and Jermaine Marshall out of Alabama has been probably the most consistent player for Coach Alsus this year so far. And great find there by Dedeker to Mohamed Creedley from Lebanon there, and he is a very good three-point shooter, especially from that corner.
Great play by Nick Bird there.
And that's what he does. Nick Bird brings a lot of energy, toughness, grit, and is a very good player off the dribble as well for Coach Santos. Dedeker's been very good here early on, setting up the offense, running high pick and roll, and another find, this one by Quincy Afo from Holland. And DME White up 5 points here, 15-10. Marshall, 18-footer's good. Jermaine Marshall has really started to improve that outside jumper since coming to DME. The former Wingate Division II commit will be hearing from a lot of Division I programs as this year goes on.
Yeah, he's been really, I just like to call him a beast. He controls the paint. He attacks every offensive rebound, and he's a tough guy to control defensively. And he's hitting that big timely bucket as this DME White team went on that run a little bit and continue to go on a run.
Alejandros Castellanos with the tough finish in traffic with contact. And he'll go to the line where he'll go for a three-point play. He has been huge for Coach Santos this year. And of late, he had a 30 and 20 rebound game previously last week, I believe. And he converts on the three-point play.
Yeah, he's been the anchor for this DME White team. And Quincy Afo also been a good late addition to this White team, and they're playing good basketball. They play well as a team, even though it's so early in this season.
Marshall finds Kenny. Kenny gives the handoff to Tracy. He can't finish at the rim. Refound a foe. And a warning by Eric Fessler to the White squad. And Dedeker turns it over there as DME gets into a little full court pressure there.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in that play. That was a little bit of a sloppy pass by Cedric, a little miscommunication possibly. And that's been kind of their Achilles heel thus far this season is turnovers for this DME White team.
Side out of bounds for DME Blue. Tracy's floater, no good. Gets his own rebound. And he gets called for an offensive foul. Trying to ward off his defenders. And DME Blue gets into a diamond press here after the offensive foul called. 15 foul for Blue. Creedley finds Dedeker. White's got numbers. Good find to Dedeker. So he misses the dunk. The floater by Dedeker, no good, and rebound to Marshall. Jeremy Golson's checked into the game. Marshall's floater, good. Off the glass and one. Jermaine Marshall off to a very strong start once again.
When they need a bucket, he's been a guy who comes through for them. Last 4 points for the DME Blue team, possibly a fifth one here.
Looks like no Dada today for the White squad. Zach Johnson, good effort there to give his team an extra second chance there, but they could not get it done. Turnover by Castellanos to Tracy, finds Golson. He'll go to Isnord. He'll spin in the paint, double clutch, shoot a jumper, it's no good, and a loose ball foul is called on Castellanos, trying to keep Jermaine Marshall off the glass. That is the team's third personal.
And Coach Wesson Malsous yelling at Kenny Isnor to just go straight up, and he jumps over these guys, but he looked like he was fading away a little bit on that finish.
Jermaine Marshall draws the foul, and he'll go back to the line. He is applying a lot of pressure to these inside players for DME White.
And I think that could be a problem for Coach K.O. Santos' DME White team is if he gets his bigs in foul trouble. They're so valuable to his team with Alejandro and Quincy Afoe and Alon Schiller coming into the game. That could be a problem for them on the rebounds if they get into foul trouble.
Marshall makes the first, and the second one is up and good. DME Blue gets into the full court press. They throw it ahead to Schiller. Schiller with a good skip pass to Creedley, and he'll pull it out and get it into Dedeker. Dedeker, nice bounce pass to Schiller off the side pick and roll. And a much needed basket for the DME White squad. Great find there by Dedeker. Tracy the other way, takes it to the basket and finishes. DME White with numbers again. Schiller, 15-footer, no good, rebound to Foe. He'll kick it out to Baptiste, who will swing it over to Creedley. Creedley with Tracy guarding him, he'll come off the pick and roll. Pick up his dribble, skip it out back to Baptiste, will go inside to Foe. Dedeker, three, no good, long rebound, corralled by Baptiste. And that'll be a fresh shot clock for the White squad. Schiller, skip pass to Creedley. Creedley, three-pointer, no good, rebound Marshall. 3-on-3 break for DME Blue, and a good foul there by Baptiste Diaz. And that'll be his first, team's fifth. And DME Blue will have a side out of bounds, and Antonine will check in for Kenny Isnord.
I like the energy thus far for this DME White team. Even though they're outsized, crashing the offensive glass, getting a lot of extra possession. Just got to connect on them. As Jermaine flies for that finish.
They took advantage of the mismatch there, and Jermaine Marshall once again finishes inside. Good pass by a foe to Schiller. Big to big play right there, and DME White back on top here, almost halfway through the first half. Tracy attacks Dedeker. He'll draw the foul on Dedeker. 16 foul, and now from here on out, DME Blue will be shooting 1-1. Anthony Iglesias checks in for Jeremy Golson. Iglesias up fakes, pull up jumper, no good. Rebound Marshall. Fresh shot clock for DME Blue. Marshall wants to attack a foe. He draws the foul and finishes.
And he's on his way to having one of his, I guess, normal nights. As he's attacking the basket, this is his second opportunity for an and one.
Great take there by Marshall, and he's now in double figures, if he already wasn't. And he'll go to the line for another three-point play opportunity and to give the DME Blue squad a lead, and he does. Andros Castellanos checks into the game again, as Coach Santos is going to have to really rotate those three bigs he's got because of the inside play of DME Blue. Turnover by Baptiste. And momentum has changed here since Alex Piggott has gone to that diamond press.
Yep. DME White has struggled handling pressure this entire season thus far. They need to continue to work at that.
Tracy skips it out to Marshall. He'll up fake, attack the basket, trip. No call. Ball goes out of bounds, and that's the fortunate break there for the White squad because it looked like he got tripped a little bit.
Yeah, it looked like the foul to me, and he'll get a well-deserved rest. Bobby Miller comes into the game.
Diaz throws it to Schiller, and he'll turn it over. Tracy turns it back right over. Diaz finds Dedeker. Nice find to Dro Castellanos. He'll go off the glass, can't finish. Rebound to Schiller. Great hustle by Schiller. He finds Dedeker, and a three's good. Great play by Alan Schiller there to get an extra possession and find the wide open shooter Dedeker. And DME White back on top. Foul on Creedley, and Bobby Miller will go to the line here. This has been a up-tempo, high-scoring first half for both teams here.
And a lot of fouls. They got to try to go straight up and stop fouling. Everybody's gonna foul out here.
Miller's first is no good. And Mo Creedley will check out. And number 2, Avi Windsor will check into the game. A New York native. Bobby Miller misses both. Dedeker finds Schiller. He'll go to Castellanos, and he'll finish. Another good pass, big to big there. That's the second time. The first one was a foe to Schiller, and this one Schiller to Castellanos. Iglesias with Diaz guarding him. He'll get a side pick and roll from Camp Game. He'll kick it out to Zach Johnson. His three's no good. And Diaz corrals the rebound. Dedeker is very good in pick and roll. Hesitates. Floater, no good. Rebound Camp Game. Zach Johnson's long throw ahead to Jacob Tracy is connected, and a left-hand finish by Tracy cuts the lead back down to 2. Castellanos turns it over. Zach Johnson with the steal. And Iglesia finds Tracy. Good kick to Bobby Miller in the corner. Corner pocket three is good. Bobby Miller, the southpaw from Maryland, hits a three. And with 8:59 left, DME Blue goes up on DME White 28-27. And a media timeout, or a 30-second timeout by Coach Santos turns into a media timeout, the under-9 media timeout. And he'll talk it over here as they're struggling a little bit with the pressure.
Yeah, and once they beat the pressure, they get it over half court, they need to relax, slow down if they can't, attack in transition and set something up. I think they've been sped up a little bit ever since Alex Pickett went to that 1-2, 1-2-1-1 diamond press. And like I said, that's been a problem for them all year. They need to continue to make better decisions with the ball.
DME Blue, or DME Orange played yesterday in the SIAA game with Victory Rock, and they lost a close one by 5 points, I believe, at Victory Rock. High-scoring affair, 95-90. And DME White and DME Blue played earlier this year in a close game where Quincy Afoe had 28 points in overtime. Well, and DME White won in overtime. He didn't have 28 in overtime, but it was a very good performance there in the Beach and Ball Classic. Out the timeout, Baptiste finds Afoe. 18-footer in the short corner is good. Looked like Udonis Haslam there.
Yeah, he can stretch the floor. Good athlete, and he's made a lot of jumpers for Coach Ko and this DME White team.
Marshall's back in the game. He'll up fake, step back, skip it out to Iglesia. Nearly turned it over off the catch. And I don't know what happened, but there's a 9-second shot clock. Looks like Quincy Afoe's a little shaken up. And the ref says, never mind. 7 on the clock. Bobby Miller being guarded by Avi Windsor. He takes it to the basket, misses it off the glass. Afoe with the board. Afoe finds Diaz. Left-hand pass to Afoe was a good look, got deflected, and Afoe couldn't catch it, but a nice look there by Diaz. Back and forth battle here so far between the two teams. And this guy's been the biggest problem for the White squad in Jermaine Marshall. As he scores again. Windsor finds Dedeker. He'll go inside to Afoe. He'll shoot a little step back and miss it. Rebound Camp Game. Good board and traffic by Camp Game. DME White, Bobby Miller to Jermaine Marshall, can't finish, but Miller puts it back in and it's good. And the blue squad goes up 3 points here. Diaz and the White squad break the press, and they get the ball into Dedeker's hands. Dedeker, floater, no good. Numbers for the blue squad. Jeremy Golson with the nice bounce pass to Bobby Miller, and he'll finish. Quick 6-0 run by the DME blue squad, and they have their biggest lead of the game, 34-29.
And it's been a lot of defensive transition for this DME White team. They started to break the press. They're taking pretty good shots. It's just they got to get back in transition as this DME blue team's coming.
Windsor finds Castellanos. He'll kick it out to Afoe, who will try a three, and it's no good. And another long rebound by Golson. Golson will attack, try to finish. He won't. An offensive basket interference on Bobby Miller will be called. And Mo Creedley checks into the game for Quincy Defoe. So Coach Santos going small here. And Nick Bird's been out a good amount.
Yeah, and he started off the game strong, too. Maybe he has a couple fouls.
Baptiste, good bounce pass to Windsor. And he finishes it off the glass. Much needed basket there for DME White to keep pace. And looks like Jeremy Golson's got some blood on his sleeve. And he had to take off his sleeve. Camp Game spins. Nice move by Anthony Camp Game from the high post.
Put him in the spin cycle. Good play by Antonine.
Dedeker, dribble handoff to Creedley. His three's no good. Another defensive rebound by Golson. He's got 4 in the recent minutes. And he finds Bobby Miller, who can't finish at the rim. Baptiste, with Golson guarding him. He'll reverse it over to Creedley. Back to Baptiste, and they'll find Dedeker, who'll shoot a 3 over Iglesia, and it's no good, and a rebound to Marshall. Marshall pushes the break, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line where he's lived at here in the first half. Jermaine Marshall's ability to push the break, rebound, attack the rim, hit the 18-footer.
It's been fun to watch.
It's
been fun to watch. And it looked like Alejandro picked up that foul. That's at least his second.
Jermaine Marshall makes the first.
Bobby and Jeremy get a nice rest here as Jacob, Tracy, and Kenny Isnor come back into the game.
And the second one by Marshall is good. Alan Schiller checking. It is 38-31, DME Blue. Dedeker finds Creedley. His three's no good. Ball goes out of bounds. And the blue squad will take possession.
Good shot there by Creedley. He hasn't been able to find it yet thus far, but once he does, he's a guy that can really fill it up.
Camp Game spins, step through, and one. And Camp Game's made 2 nice moves there from the high post. And this time he'll go to the free throw line and try to give DME Blue its first double-digit lead of the game. He does. Danger zone for DME White here. Dedeker, much needed bucket. Said that a few times today as they're trying to keep pace here. And a foul on Avi Wisnor on Kenny Isnord. And Isnord will go to the line and shoot 2.
This size of this DME Blue team is starting to hurt Coach Kao and his team. The foul trouble a little bit with Alejandro and Quincy Defoe. Now we got guards guarding DME Blue's bigs and Kenny, and he took advantage. Get to the free throw line.
Second one by Isnor is good as well. Lead back up to 10. Dedeker comes off the horns, tries to thread the needle. It's a Schiller, and the ball goes out of bounds on Schiller's foot, and DME Blue will take back possession.
Good help side defense by DME Blue there. A little late, but forced the turnover.
Tracy, with Dedeker on him, he'll spin, draw the foul, and he'll go to the line.
And Jermaine Marshall with the flop. Not sure what happened there.
It's too big and strong to fall like that.
Jacob Tracy no good from the free throw line.
Nick Bird mopping up that floor, and Jacob Tracy will shoot a second. Second one good by Tracy. (44-33). DME Blue up 11. Creedley skips it out to Bird, touch pass to Schiller. He'll drive baseline and get fouled by Anthony Kampgen, who did not like it, and it looked clean to me.
Good strong take there by Alon though.
Yep. Schiller's first is good. Zach Johnson checks in for Anthony Kampgen.
And Zach's been a key component to this DME team. He's been quiet so far today, but he does a lot of the little things. Extra passes, knocks down the open jumper, rebounds the ball. He's a good, smart player.
Good find by Creedley to a foul, and it's no good, and a silly foul by Nick Bird as he'll foul Kenny Isnor 90 feet from the basket, and Isnor to go to the free throw line for two. I would think DME Blues inching towards 20 free throws or more here in the first half.
And Kenny, with a couple of them himself, looks real comfortable at that line.
He's 3 for 3 today. And the second one's good by Isnor. Dedeker goes to Bird, and they turn it over. Marshall in transition finishes it.
Great strong take there by Jermaine, and he is adding to his great first half for DME Blue.
Creedley hesitates, finds Nick Bird. A foul with Isnor guarding him. Ball goes out of bounds on Nick Bird, and possession will go back to DME Blue. Alejandros Castellanos checks in. And number 21 from Jordan
Ryan, a late addition to Coach KO's team. A guy who can really light it up from distance. Good player, making his DME debut today.
And he loses Iglesia, and Iglesia can't make him pay. Ball out of bounds, there goes DME White. Important 2 minutes here for DME White to get back into this game. Ryan finds the foe. He'll shoot a three. Miss. Nick Bird will try to tip it in. It won't go. Jermaine Marshall with the board. Bird deflects it, and it goes off of Jermaine Marshall's foot. And possession will go back to DME White. Good hustle there by Nick Bird. Ryan turns it over. Tracy is fouled by Dedeker, and he'll go to the line.
A little sloppy play here, turnover after turnover. And it turns into two free shots at the free throw line for Jacob Tracy.
Tracy makes the first with a friendly bounce. You look at Coach Santos' team. He's got 2 kids from New York, Kari Smith from Illinois, and the rest of them are international.
And they've done a good job coming together, playing together, moving the ball. Pretty unselfish team. And every night it's a new guy who comes up and has a big night for him.
Nick Bird from Australia, Ryan from Jordan, Afo from Holland, Schiller from Israel, Dada from China, Baptiste is from France, I believe, Mo Creedley from Lebanon, Windsor and Castellanos from New York, and Kari Smith from Illinois. 49-36. Glacier finds Bobby Miller, 3 no good, long rebound, corralled by Zach Johnson. Glacier finds Johnson, he'll drive baseline, try to finish over Castellanos, he can't. Gets his own board, finishes with the left hand, draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line for a 3-point play. Zach Johnson with a good first effort, second effort, and gets the third 3-point play opportunity off the third effort.
Was Zach going up there to try to dunk that one?
I'm not sure.
I would have liked to see that. I haven't seen him get up there, but it looked like he was. He went strong to the basket.
Zach Johnson from Florida, from the Tampa area, coming off of a knee injury, has slowly played his way back into form. He's done a very good job for Coach Al Seuss here off the bench. Schiller takes a wild fall away, and Bobby Miller steps out of bounds. But Zach Johnson has been very good off that bench, and I think as the year goes on, the more comfortable he'll be and confident he'll be in that leg. Dedeker pull-ups good.
Smooth game by Dedeker. Smooth move.
Marshall, Zach Johnson for 3, no good. Isnord skies, but can't get a rebound. And Dedeker, I don't know why he would let them do that. I would have pushed the ball and got my 5-on-4.
2-for-1 opportunity too. Right now, probably.
Very nice
probably
of
not.
the Belgium point guard. Ryan finds Dedeker. 10-second differential on the game clock, shot clock. Dedeker being guarded by Iglesia. They'll go to Bird. Bird will attack the rim, get a shot blocked. Ball will go out of bounds, and there's 7 seconds on the shot clock here. Castellanos. Pounding. Zach Johnson from behind tips it out. 2 on the shot clock. Dedeker, up fakes. 3-pointer is after the shot clock, and that's a shot clock violation. And DME Blue will have 11 seconds here to get something good. Glacia plays high pick and roll with Marshall. He hesitates, gets the switch on Schiller. Beautiful crossover, step back, misses it. Miller shot after the buzzer. And at halftime of this SIAA conference game, DME Blue 52, DME White 38. Jermaine Marshall once again leading the way for the Blue squad, and a balanced attack by the White squad, led by Cedric Dedeker. Coach Piggott has made some nice adjustments in his debut, going to that trap, going to the full court pressure, getting the ball inside. And his team is out to a 14-point lead. Stats in the first half. Kenny Isnord, 4 points, all from the free throw line. Jacob Tracy, 7 points, 4 assists. Bobby Miller, 9 points, 3 rebounds. Jermaine Marshall already has 19 points and 6 rebounds. Antonine Campgain, 7 points. Zach Johnson, 3. Jeremy Golson, 2. On the other side for the White squad, Alon with 5. Quincy Afoe with 8. Dro with 5. Mo with the 3. Cedric Dedeker with 11. Nick Bird with 4. Avi Windsor with 2. Dedeker also has 4 assists. Quincy Afoe has 3 rebounds. DME White squad is getting out-rebounded, which we would expect with the incredible size of this post-grad Blue squad. 8:30 left before the second half starts. We'll take a break here from Daytona Beach, where the DME Blue squad is up 14 points on the DME White squad here at the intermission in this SIAA conference game between 2 very good teams. And we're back here at DME, where we have a rare matchup between two of our own teams playing each other. We've had one time this year already with DME White beating DME Orange in overtime in our 2018 Beach and Ball Classic. This game has been a pretty good, well-played game both ways here. And at half, the DME Blue squad is up 14 to the DME White squad. And Coach Alex Piggott coming out in the Wessel Seuss 1-3-1 half-court trap.
Every game.
Every game.
Out of half.
Just like clockwork.
Yep.
Castellanos finds Krigley. Krigley to Dedeker. He'll shoot a three.
Long.
Drill it.
Deep range.
Dedeker with 14 and the lead down to 11. And Jermaine Marshall has 21. Game high. Bad transition defense here off a made basket, Scotty Schmidt.
Don't ever want to give up a layoff off a make.
Castellanos turns it over, and then Tracy turns it back over. Dedeker, floater, no good. Rebound Camp Game. Tracy, good throw ahead to Bobby Miller. He'll attack the rim, get it into Marshall. He'll shoot a little push shot, jump hook, whatever you want to call it, and it'll go in. When you're rolling, you're rolling.
They can't stop him today, but many teams can't.
Nick Bird, scoop finish is good.
High energy guy. Brings a lot to the team. Different team when he's in.
Jermaine Marshall once again. And Jermaine Marshall with 6 here in the second half. He's up to 25 in the game.
50 ball?
There's time for it. DME White squad calls a timeout. Coach Santos makes it a full timeout as he's not happy with the transition defense or the little resistance inside against Marshall.
White team's got to get back. They don't want to run with this blue team. The blue team thrives when they are running and can get out in transition. When they see a few dunks go in, too, it takes their energy level to another notch.
Very high-scoring first half. And DME White was up early on by as much as 6. And now they're down by 15, which has been the biggest lead for DME Blue, as Alex Piggott is making his head coaching debut. So, what do you think about your debut? When should we get you your head coaching debut?
I don't know. I'm ready.
We'll look at the schedule. Maybe I'll just get tossed. Good find by Krigley and go to a foe. That was a nice find and a good catch and a finish by a foe, who's now in double figures with 10.
White team's got to attack them back inside, try to get Marshall and Antonine in foul trouble.
Marshall with the air ball. Rebound to Krigley. DME White with a chance to trim this thing down. Dedeker, NBA 3, no good. Rebound Marshall. He's got 7 of those today. Throws it to Isnord. Isnord kicks it right back to him. He misses the 3. Over the back on Camp Game.
I believe that's his 4th.
That is his 4th. And Jeremy Golson will check in for him the next opportunity. Dedeker's pass to Castellanos. Can't be corralled. And Castellanos turns it over to Marshall. Marshall finds Tracy. His layup is good in transition. Tracy with 9. 60-45 DME Blue. Dedeker finds Krigley. Go inside to Castellanos and he'll finish.
Jacob Tracy got caught on the wrong side of the basket there, the 1-3-1 zone. Easy layup.
timeout by the DME Blue squad. And Zach Johnson and Jeremy Golson will both check in the game here. And it's 17-14 left in the second half. DME Blue 60, DME White 47. As Coach Wessam Al-Sous is looking over here. And he's doing the stats today for Coach Pickett. Pretty funny seeing Coach Al-Sous.
He's got up a few times yelling. He's having a hard time sitting on the bench over there, being an assistant again.
Yeah, I would say so. And it's funny not seeing him in the suit and tie. He's in the polo today. And
you know, most assistants usually wear the shirt and tie. I'm not sure why Wes thought he was getting off easy today.
I guess maybe because it's the DME Blue versus White Sunday. He's one of the hardest working guys in the building, and I think he wanted to take a little time off. I'll give him a pass. The director of our post-grad program here at DME. And a very good coach as well.
Comes a pin down for Golson.
He'll go inside to Marshall, who'll up fake, step through, try to finish, can't. Rebound Castellanos. He'll find Dedeker. Numbers for the White squad. Dedeker to Creedley. Creedley back to Dedeker. He'll get in the paint, find a foe, finish, no good. Rebound Castellanos. Skip pass to Creedley. Good extra pass to a foe. He's fouled shooting a three, and they don't call it. Numbers for the Blue squad. Lob to Bobby Miller from Golson. He caught that below his, he didn't catch that at the peak.
Below his waist.
Below his waist and flushes it with two hands.
It's what you don't want to get in with this Blue team is an up and down match. It's where they thrive.
Castellanos can't finish. Rebound Marshall. He quickly gets it to Golson. Golson with the skip pass to Tracy. Tracy gets into the defense, tries to draw a foul, can't, gets his own board. Kicks it out to Golson. Golson's three, no good. Rebound Castellanos.
Rare miss from Golson.
Creedley. Pull-up jumper, no good. Don't think Coach Santos liked that one, because there was nobody down there to rebound. Tracy, NBA three, rattles around, no good. And Coach Santos wants to slow it down and get something good here as his team trails by 15. Dedeker will come off the horns, hesitate, skip it out to Creedley. Three-pointer by Creedley, no good. Nick Bird's put back attempt is no good, but Afoe's is. Quincy Afoe having a nice day.
Nick Bird, again, the energy, effort, getting the second chance to the third chance. Another lob.
Bobby Miller can't corral it, and he'll try to save, and the ball goes out of bounds. And DME White is looking to get over this hump of 13 points where they've had a few opportunities but haven't been able to get it done. Iglesia checks in for Jermaine Marshall. And Dedeker
Going to come with a pick and roll here and try to get a kick out.
gets the switch on the Isnord. Floater over Isnord. No good. Good defense there by Kenny. He finds Iglesia. Iglesia goes to Tracy, who hesitates, gets in the paint. Left hand, no good. Nick Bird hesitates, goes by Isnord, and the scoop finish is good. Nick Bird in double figures. And a timeout by Alex Pickett, and it's 62-51. DME Blue up on the White squad. Nick Bird with a great take to the basket there. And a good change of speed.
Got this to 11. If they can get another stop and a score, they'll have it in single digits. Anything can happen when you have it that close.
A lot of ball game left, and DME Blues been in control of this game probably since about the 7-minute mark of the first half. And since then, the White squad's kind of been in an uphill battle, but they've kept competing, and they've been able to get some stops here in the second half since Coach Santos called that timeout early on, where Jermaine Marshall had 6 early points in the first 2.5 minutes.
Yep, Jermaine Marshall now on the bench. Where will the blue team go to find some points here at the 14-minute mark?
Golson picks up his dribble and finds Isnord. Isnord tries to find Tracy. Tracy and Isnord play pick and roll. Tracy loses the ball. Nick Bird finishes good. Lead to 9.
Nick Bird again.
62-53, DME Blue.
Once again, where will the blue team go to find a basket here with Jermaine Marshall on the bench?
Iglesia. Good find to Zach Johnson. Good ball movement here by the blue squad. Isnord drives, gets the ball deflected, 10 on the clock. Iglesia with the foul on him, 6 on the clock. Iglesia recognizes it. He gets to the basket, tries to scoop finish, no call. Bird sidesteps, draws the foul. And Nick Bird will go to the line, and his energy here in the second half has given this DME White squad some life.
It's got everybody believing. The bench is up. Everybody has some energy in this second half, even though they were down 15 at one point.
Bird misses the first, and Jermaine Marshall will check in for Jacob Tracy.
Look for the blue team to go inside to Jermaine here. Got their 3 best three-point shooters in the game. Be able to keep the floor space here.
Bird makes 1 of 2, and it's 62-54. DME White climbing their way back into this game. DME Blue getting into some offense late here. It looks like they'll go into Marshall. He'll face a foe, drive it on a foe, take 3 defenders on, kick it out, and the ball's deflected out of bounds by Kriegley. And there's 6 on the clock here. And the blue squad will have a baseline out of bounds.
Great help defense and rotation there.
They'll find Marshall, who misses the dunk. That ball didn't hit the rim. Isnord comes in. He can't finish. But Jermaine Marshall finds it, draws the foul, makes it, and will go to the line.
Gets it off in time. Great play. Lost the ball going up for the dunk, but stayed in there. Got the second chance.
27 for Marshall. And his free throw is no good. Lead stays to 10. Castellanos finds Dedeker. Dedeker wants some horns action. He's very good in it. He finds a foe, skips it out, and it's deflected by Marshall. Good hands by Marshall. Iglesias' finishing transition is good, and the lead back up to 12. Dedeker gets a screen, finds Kriegley. Hesitates on Johnson. Goes into Castellanos. He picks up his dribble. He finds a foe. A foe finds Kriegley. Good extra pass to Bird. His shot's blocked by Zach Johnson. Good effort there by Johnson.
Blue team wants to run. It's where they're best.
Great pass by Iglesia on the diagonal. And Golson with his first triple of the game. And the lead back up to 15.
Got to find the shooters in transition.
Bird, left hand finish, no good. Good defense there by Isnord. Iglesia finds Golson. He'll hesitate. Go inside to Marshall. And he gets stripped by Bird. Bird finds Dedeker on the skip. Air ball.
I think this white team's wearing down a little bit. Haven't subbed yet this half. Look a little tired.
Here comes Baptiste Diaz and Alan Schiller in for Nick Bird and Quincy Afo. And Avi Windsor and Mo Creedley will check out. So danger zone here for the DME White squad as they go to their bench. Down 15. And Golson's three off the baseline out of bounds is no good. Rebound Marshall. He's got a double-double now. He'll find Isnord will try a three. And it's no good. Wisner to Diaz. Ball gets into Dedeker's hands. Comes off, gets the switch, finds Castellanos. He draws the foul and one. Dro Castellanos, the blue-collar big man from New York, has been very good for Coach Santos this year.
Had a 30 and 20 game. He's been a little quiet this half. They got to start getting him involved more to come back in this game.
The lead back down to 12. Golson. Another triple by him. Lead back up to 15. Dedeker. Good skip out to Wisner. He turns down a three, shoots a floater instead, and it's way off. Iglesia. Knifes through the defense. Floater or lob to Isnord is no good. The ball goes out of bounds, and they'll stay with the blue squad.
White team's got to find a stop here. Got to find a few stops in a row and get this thing under 10.
Iglesia up fakes. Steps back. Has the switch with Castellanos, but he'll go inside to Isnord. Isnord travels.
A few extra steps there.
And the media timeout.
Nick Bird will check back in.
With 9:54 left, 72-57, DME Blue on top of DME White.
And looks like Jermaine Marshall's cramping up here. As that could be a big moment here if he can't get back in the game. He's laying down, getting stretched by Jocko Fritz, who's already out of today's game with a concussion protocol. Look for him to be back soon, though.
Jocko Fritz, a very good post player from the Netherlands. And he's actually got an offer to Northeastern. And he's been dealing with the meniscus issue as well. And, you know, him and Marshall are very good complementary pieces to each other on the interior for Coach Alsous and Coach Pickett.
And both of them can stretch the floor. Very hard team to guard if he's in the lineup, especially with Golson in. Jocko's an unbelievable post passer, so he finds open shooters if they're open.
Dedeker plays pick and roll with Castellanos. Schiller up fakes, bounce pass to Castellanos, who rear turns, steps through, finishes. Big bucket by Castellanos here. Once again, he's got the last 5 for DME White.
Got to get a few stops.
Tracy can't hold on to the pass from Golson. Dedeker looks to push. He'll go to Castellanos, gets away with the travel. Scoop finish, no good. Schiller, jump hook, no good. Rebound Isnord. Tracy goes to Iglesia. Back to Tracy. Left hand finish is good. Jacob Tracy's in double figures.
hard to stop when he puts his head down and decides he wants to get to the rim. Great finisher.
Baptiste turns it over, trying to get it into Castellanos. Jermaine Marshall back in the game. This one for Kenny Isner.
See how long the white team can also keep Nick Bird on the bench.
Nice slip there by Iglesias and a good find by Tracy. And this lead is as big as it's ever been at 17.
Nick Bird will check back in the game next dead ball.
Dedeker to Afoe. Finishes in traffic. Good find by Dedeker.
Great in a pick and roll situation, finding the open player.
Tracy gets by Afoe and he'll finish. Wisner with Golson guarding him. He'll find Afoe. Afoe babies the hook. Get it out to Diaz. He'll turn down an opportunity to shoot a three, and he'll run some offense. Castellanos, he'll take a three, and he'll hit
Money.
Alejandro Castellanos. He's got 8 here of late, and the lead back down to 14.
Big in the second half. White team's got to find a stop. Flare for Golson.
Up fakes, shoots the pull-up mid-range, and it's good. Jeremy Golson from West Palm Beach. He's had a very good second half. Gambles there. Wisnor finds Castellanos. He'll shoot a 15-footer this time. There's no good. Rebound to Tracy.
Got to stop transition.
Tracy finds Bobby Miller in the corner for a three. No good. Rebound Marshall. He's up to 30. And it's 18 points, and Coach Santos calls a timeout, and he'll get Nick Bird in the game. With 6:39 left, 82-64, DME White trailing DME Blue.
Transition buckets have been a factor. Blue team's living in transition and second chance points. Obviously, they're a lot bigger than this white team, but the white team's got to box out. All 5 guys got to crash the boards on defense, and then on offense, they got to get back. Jermaine Marshall still getting stretched each dead ball as he continues to cramp up. Still continues to play and be a factor.
Out of the timeout, Coach Piggott goes to Golson, Miller, Iglesias, Tracy, Camp Game. For the white squad, Bird, Dedeker, Afoe, Castellanos, and Wisnor.
Alex Piggott going back to the diamond press that created the separation. It's like he's trying to create a little more, try to finish this thing off.
Tough find there by Dedeker to Afoe. And the lead down to 16. Golson from the league line, no good. And an over the back call on Camp Game, and that's his 5th. And he'll get a technical. And it was definitely an over the back.
Yep.
And if you almost broke that light I don't think Dan Panaggio would have been too happy.
Nope. Alejandro's been talking to him all game. Finally got him that 5th foul. Unfortunately, the white team unsuccessful on the free throw attempt with a chance to get back in this game.
Dedeker misses the first. He makes the second. And they'll have the possession. Jermaine Marshall's back in the game with 6 minutes left. Mo Creedley back in the game. Bird to Afoe. They break the press easy. Afoe finds Creedley. Thought about a 3. Turns it down. Finds Castellanos. Bird turns it over, looking for Afoe.
White team back to their starting lineup. See if they can come back in this game.
White goes into a 2-2-1 here. Bird gets a deflection. They barely get it past half court. Bobby Miller with the 2-hand slam. Lead back to 17. Both teams pressing right now. Dedeker finds Bird. Bird to Afoe, to Castellanos. Can't finish the first time. Gets it deflected the second time. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll go to DME Blue. Tracy to Miller. Scoop finish, no good. Long rebound corralled by Jermaine Marshall. We'll go to Tracy. He'll up fake, get to the rim, and finish. Lead up to 19. Creedley, the other way. Floater, good.
Creedley been kind of quiet today. Hadn't been able to get it going. Just one of those off days. He's normally a knockdown threat. One of the top options for this white team.
Creedley with only 5 today. Tracy gets away with the hook. Iglesia, 10 on the clock. Directing traffic. Crossover, finds Marshall. Marshall over Castellanos, it's good. 32 and counting with 4 minutes to play for Jermaine Marshall.
This could be his best game of the season.
Iglesia commits a foul. It looks like he's hobbled a little bit.
Got a hobbled team over there. Fritz is out. Anthony a little shaken up. Kenny and Jermaine both cramping up a little bit.
Dedeker to Afoe. Afoe pass to Creedley, too high, and another turnover by the white squad. Turnovers piling up for them. Iglesia comes back in for Golson.
Pressure by the white team's been ineffective so far as the blue team's been able to just break it and get easy layups as we speak.
Jacob Tracy finishes coast to coast, and the first time the lead's been up over 20 today. 3 by Dedeker is good. Lead back down to 18. Creedley on Tracy. Tracy. Around the back pass to
Unbelievable find.
Marshall. Great look by Tracy. Marshall up to 34. Jacob Tracy's been very good in this second half. Baptiste Diaz will check in for Quincy Afoe. Creedley with Marshall guarding him. Call the foul on Marshall.
Hand check.
20-point ball game here. Schiller. To Dedeker. High arcing floaters, good by Dedeker.
He's hit a few floaters today.
Lead back down to 18.
See if the white team can force a turnover or at least not give up a layup out of this press as the blue team pulls it out.
Iglesia.
And Zach Johnson's wide open in the corner.
Skip it out to Johnson. He turns it over. Ball deflected by Johnson. Ball deflected by Iglesia. Scoop to Tracy. And Jacob Tracy finishes with 2 hands. 4-point swing there. And DME's lead for blue back up to 20. Foul on Iglesia. And Dedeker goes to the line for a 1-and-1.
Alex Piggott about to become the winningest coach in DME history at 1,000.
1,000. He's batting 1,000. Of course, he's only played at another DME team.
Gets the road win, though, here today.
Road win. Neutral site, but a road win.
Ryan checks back into the game. Only their 3rd team foul, long way to go to the 1-and-1. Avi Windsor also checks back in.
McBird picking up full still. On Tracy.
One of the best defenders we have in the building. Can guard about anybody.
Jacob Tracy with the finish. Bobby Miller with the finish. Nice find by Tracy. 96-76. Baptiste Diaz.
Nobody guards him.
Nobody guards him. Schiller tries to finish. Zach Johnson finds Tracy.
Off the backboard.
And Bobby Miller with 2 hands. That was impressive. Wow. Ryan. Shots blocked. Zach Johnson. Throw ahead to Marshall. He'll find Golson. Golson will get his own put back, and he's in double figures. And 100-76 here.
These teams go against each other every day in practice. As much as Alex wants them to slow it down, they kind of want to stick it to the white team here.
Diaz 3, no good. Rebound to Bird, he'll finish it. 3-second difference in game clock and shot clock. Zach Johnson goes to Marshall. Golson gets it past half. We'll go to Tracy.
Jermaine Marshall has finally given in to the cramps today with 22 seconds remaining.
Iglesia checks in for him. Golson holds on to it. Tracy, left hand finish, no good. Wisnor, 3, 2, finds Ryan in his debut. He hits
First
the 3.
bucket, a buzzer beater.
And Ryan with his first bucket at DME. It's a nice one on the left wing from the league line at the buzzer. And the DME White squad falls here to the DME Blue squad 100-81 in a high-scoring affair. where DME Blue took control of this game, probably the last 33 minutes of the game. DME White cut it down to 8 in the second half, but couldn't get it any closer than that. Jermaine Marshall, 33 points, 15 rebounds. Jacob Tracy, 20 points, 10 assists, 3 rebounds. Golson with 13. Bobby Miller with 17. On the other end, it's Cedric Dedeker with 22. Alejandro Castellanos with 15 and 9. Quincy Afoe with 16 and 6. So those guys played well. Coach Pickett got his first win as a coach. And he's still over there coaching Jermaine Marshall a little bit.
Yeah.
But
in-house bragging rights. You know, these guys will every day at practice let them know about this game.
absolutely. Well, thanks for tuning in. DME Blue beats DME White 100-81 in a high-scoring affair here in the SIAA conference game. We will be back here tomorrow with the DME regional team playing their home game. And then on Tuesday, 7 p.m.
It's our time.
It's DME girls team against Seminole High School from Sanford. So you'll have a lot more DME action here on our live stream this week, even though it's Thanksgiving week. And thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back here tomorrow. Thanks.